This meal's amazing. I could eat here every time I come to studios. I'm a huge fan.
Today we're eating every single thing in Disney World's Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
See what's worth snacking on and what's not.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. Intro! Galaxy's Edge is one of my favorite places to be at Disney World just because Star Wars is obviously very near and dear to my heart. And there are so many like food and drink things you can get. But for the purposes of this video, we're only doing food and drink that you don't need a reservation for. So today we will not be going in Oga's, but let us know down below if you'd like us to eat and drink everything at Oga's. That'd be a lot of fun. Also probably terrifying.
You guys ready to eat some space food today?
Space food!
Are you guys ready to eat all the space food?
Oh, yeah.
Literally all of it?
And like powder form, like dry.
No, wrong kind of space food. Could you, maybe, we're trying to film a video.
This is me, soon.
Has he always said that?
So rude interrupting.
I know.
Space food.
Space food. We are starting our day with space breakfast here at Ronto Roasters. This is a relatively small quick service location that serves Ronto, which are these big meaty things you can see cooking on the jet engine. We'll be getting the breakfast items here. We'll be doing another round for lunch. There's a lot of food in Galaxy's Edge, so we're gonna pace ourselves as best we can. But for now, I went ahead and mobile ordered our breakfast. So we've got our breakfast items almost ready for us, and we're gonna grab them on the left side over here for mobile order. Mobile order is in the My Disney Experience app, and you can just really easily pick out what you would like from each location, order in the app, and then tap I'm here, prepare my order, and when it's ready, you'll get a notification to come and pick it up.
All right, starting off with a fan favorite.
A fan favorite, I'm the fan, it's me.
It is the Ronto morning wrap, and it's egg, grilled pork sausage, shredded cheddar, and peppercorn sauce and pita bread, which, again, fan favorite. And
I'm the fan. I also like this. It's the Rising Moon Overnight Oats. It's made of
oats, dragon fruit, yogurt, and seasonal fruit.
Ooh.
All right, here we go. So we are gonna do the morning Ronto wrap. Little space breakfast taco. This is actually my first time, but I'm all about breakfast tacos. So here we go. Good snap. Really tasty. I wish there was more peppercorn sauce on it. A little more sauce would be great because it is a little dry, but you get all the flavors. And the bread, I like that, the pita shell, taco shell kind of thing, but it's a little dry, so it definitely needs more sauce, but very yummy. Definitely try it out.
We're all in agreement about the peppercorn sauce, is that it is very good, but there's almost zero of it in the actual space dog. That's what I'm calling it now.
I find Ronto wraps to be incredibly inconsistent.
Yep.
I think they're the most inconsistent food in Disney World, but when they're good, they're the best ever.
I think you also have to really like hot dogs because when you it's that it's consistency. When you bite into it, you can taste the skin of the hot dog kind of crunch.
That's my favorite part.
That's your favorite.
Literally,
That's my favorite part
if you
too.
watch any of me doing any breakfast reviews, a good sausage has to have a good snap.
Yeah.
If it doesn't have a good snap, then it's just mushy meat that's wrapped together. It's just not. But good snap. This one has a great snap on every bite, so I'm a big fan of it.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm a medium about the snap because
Anti-snap.
I'm not anti-snap. It was a weird consistency for me, so it's fine. But for the most part, I'm a fan. You want to try the oats?
Got my oats. I'm not typically an overnight oats person. Like, I don't like them when you make them at home. They're a weird texture. These oats have a little bit of that weird texture where it's kind of like a grainy, oaty texture in like a pudding situation. However, I think that these are really good, and the fruit on top is really fresh and sweet. And this feels like a healthier breakfast option to probably most everything you can find in Disney World.
That's awesome.
Isn't it good?
Like, I wish they had that all day long.
I know.
can eat that like it's so.
As like a snack.
It's like heavy but not heavy.
Yeah, filling,
like you said,
but
yeah, it's very refreshing. I can eat that, and I'm so surprised how good that is. That's really good.
Yeah,
Holy cow,
Rising Moon
it's really
Overnight
good.
Oats for the win. These are not the only breakfast options. There are also a couple of plant-based breakfast options, and for that, we're bringing in an expert. Breedlove, over to you.
Hey everybody, it's me, resident AllEars vegan Breedlove, and I'm in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge to eat everything vegan in this land. I would call Ronto Roasters something of a wonderland for vegans because they have an elusive offering, which is a vegan breakfast. It's kind of hard to find. This is a quick service restaurant with a breakfast wrap. It's called the Triple Suns wrap, and it is really good. And I actually ordered everything really close together, so I'm going to be able to compare the breakfast Triple Suns wrap with the Zuki wrap. Okay, this is the Triple Suns breakfast wrap, which is plant-based egg, smoky chickpea onion slaw, and roasted tomato sauce wrapped in pita bread. I'm starting with the Triple Suns breakfast wrap. I'm excited to try it again. It's delicious. I used to think I tasted something tart in this. I thought it was the fake egg. Nothing like that at all. I also used to think the tomato sauce was sweet, and I'm not getting that. All I'm getting is just a really flavorful, well-seasoned, and by well-seasoned, I mean it has a lot of flavor. Like it's an exciting burst of flavor when you taste it, but it's not too spicy. There's the tiniest little bit of heat. I absolutely love it, and I am literally throwing garbanzo beans all over me. Let's compare it now to the Zuki wrap. First thing I have to do is shout out all of that cilantro. It almost looks like it's dressed like a banh mi, if there are any banh mi sandwich fans out there. Yum. Fresh, grilled zucchini in there, so it's softened up, it's not raw. Honestly, very similar flavor profile to the Triple Suns. You do have that fresh tasting zucchini in there, that grilled zucchini, that adds more of sort of a garden flavor. But what comes with that is it's also not completely seasoned all the way through. I'm almost thinking Triple Suns is more consistently flavorful each bite than the Zuki wrap. Wow, this is shocking. Like, this is a part of my identity. I'm confused about who I am now. I am a person who prefers the Triple Suns wrap, and I am saying it right now on YouTube. So everybody knows that's who I am.
Next up, we've made it to the milk stand where you can purchase your blue milk or your green milk. Now we're about to try both milks, but they're not really a milk consistency. It's more of like a kind of a rice milk, but you can get a couple different things. You can add alcohol in both of your green milks for a more adult beverage, and you can also get a Family Farms cup as well as a fun souvenir cup. You can use mobile ordering if you want to get your milk quickly, but because there was no line, we decided to just hop in line and grab our milk. The green reminds me of Fruity Pebbles. Like if you were to throw ice and Fruity Pebbles into a blender with a light milk consistency and then just blend it all up. And that's what this tastes like. There is some tropical-esque-ness to it, which I believe that's what the actual flavors are. They're more tropical-esque, but it reminds me of Fruity Pebbles.
The blue is definitely, it's not as like acidic or like tropical as the green. It's a more mellow, fruity flavor, kind of like berry-like, I would say. But a lot of people say it's got kind of a toothpastey vibe going to it, which I don't really get that. I like the blue milk. I think this is the closest thing you're gonna get to a smoothie in Disney World because the consistency is not like milk. It's like a melty-ish smoothie.
It's like a rice. I like.
It's rice milk.
Rice milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like frozen and super cool and refreshing. They are kind of like weird when you're expecting milk, so I would not go in expecting milk, despite the fact that everything is screaming at you to expect milk.
Do you like it?
I would rather have both of them with booze than without booze.
Well, sure.
Like, I'm just saying, like, I'm gonna spend the money
As
on
an adult side.
Okay, but as an adult side, if I'm gonna spend the money on something like this that's not super refreshing, there's no purpose of the drink other than to have a Star Wars drink in Galaxy's Edge.
Yes.
But if I'm gonna do it, I might as well pay a little extra for the booze, so at least, I don't want to say serves a purpose, but it has a little bit more to it than just drinking thick rice ice milk.
If you're gonna get an alcoholic beverage in Galaxy's Edge, I recommend getting the black calf with the alcohol.
Spiked black calf
the spiked,
cold brew.
yeah, cold brew. That
Or
one's
the
really good.
signature beers are good too.
The signature beers are very
I
good.
love the signature beers. Yeah, this is, so you can get either of these alcoholic. It's tequila in the green, rum in the blue. We're not doing that today just because just adding tequila doesn't make that something different.
It's also 10 o'clock in the morning.
It's also 10 o'clok in the morning.
Nothing wrong with that.
We're saving the drinking for 10:30. We're saving the drinking for 10:30.
Yeah.
It's also milk on a hot day.
People.
It is milk
It's
on a
also
hot
milk
day.
on a hot
Milk on a hot day. Woo. All right, we've made it to our next stop. We are kind of taking our little snack break before we head to the biggest lunch of all time. But here we are at Saka's Kettle, which is a very small snack kiosk. They have specialty popcorn as well as specialty coffees that you can get spiked or not spiked. We're gonna try out some of those. This is definitely a bit of a controversial stop, but maybe worth a stop when you're here. We're gonna find out. So the two popcorns here are the buttered blue grains, which we won't be getting because it's actually just blue regular popcorn, and that's pretty basic. We don't get generic stuff during these Eat Everythings that you can get everywhere. There's also the Outpost mix, which is not generic. Thank you, Vanna, and audience. All right, so we have our Saka's tall. It's pretty small, as you can see. We're doing the sort of the easier ones right now before we head into the gauntlet. But here we've got the Outpost mix, which is a mix of popcorn. The purple is like a grapey flavor, and the red is like a chili flavor. So this is a very controversial snack. Some people love it, some people hate it. I'm kind of indifferent.
And if you ask Fry Bucket, you're supposed to eat both of them at the exact same time.
Yeah, and I literally, all I've been thinking the entire time I've been holding this is Fry Bucket's voice telling me to do that. And then here we have the Black Calf Cold Brew. This is a cold brew topped with a sweet cream cheese foam and chocolate puffs.
All right, so here we go. We've got the Space Rock Cocoa Puff, Black Calf, Alien Eyes, Galactic flavor, creamy,
Galactic
cold brew. I love it. I love a good cold brew. It is a good cold brew. I do like the cream. I'm probably going to mix it all up together because I like a little more cream of coffee, and then wait till the Cocoa Puffs get a little soggier and become a little bit more of a snacky snack.
This is one of my favorite coffees to get at Hollywood Studios, just because I think texturally it's a lot of fun. The Cocoa Puffs add something, and I actually eat the Cocoa. I do exactly what you do, and it causes a little bit of a mess. But I eat the Cocoa Puffs like as I'm drinking it right away, because I think it's Cocoa Puffs and it's a fun texture. You can get this with alcohol. This is obviously without alcohol, but if I'm gonna get an alcoholic beverage that's not at Oga's, this is what I'd be getting, because it's nice, it's refreshing, and it's kind of a fun Star Wars play on like a sweet cream cold foam that you would get at Starbucks.
I will also say that this is not on the sweet side. The cold foam itself is sweet, but the coffee is black. And so if you are used to a sweeter coffee, I know this is a little too bitter for Emma. Like, she needs to add more sweetener to it even after stirring it in.
She would.
Yeah, I know. She's so sweet.
What?
But
Can I say your brother's here?
yeah, my brother's here. That's Jack.
Hey, Jack. Hey, Jack.
He actually,
hanging out.
Yeah, he came in with the hot tips. They actually don't, if you're trying to sweetener, if you want sweetener for your coffee, you want extra sweetener, they actually don't have it at Saka's. They actually, it's over at where now?
Ronto Roasters.
Ronto Roasters.
Just next door.
Yeah.
I'm a baby and can't drink black coffee.
Thanks, Jack.
And now for the popcorn.
How fast do you think you can eat all of it?
Oh, are we gonna test it out?
I would love to.
Let's review it and then I'll do my best.
Yay!
Okay. All right, you want to take a red and then,
Yeah, we're gonna defy Fry Bucket like that?
well, and then we'll do it together.
Okay, fine.
Okay, let's each take an individual. You're doing purple?
Oh, he's doing both.
Oh.
Wait, this is great. Wait, no, you need purple.
Oh.
He'll do both. I'll do red. You'll do
okay.
purple.
That works.
Okay.
Ready?
Oh.
Pop French fingers.
Boom. Cheers.
Cheers. All I taste is salt. Oh, there's the sweet.
This does not taste anything like chili.
No. And that is why they say you're really supposed to taste it together. So, Dustin?
Together's great.
Yeah.
Oh, I like spicy sweet.
Okay.
Sweet and spicy.
Did you really get a spice?
Oh yeah, you get like a slight, almost like
Sweet on the end.
pepper in, and it's more like after. Like
Yeah.
you get it after. You get that sweet up front with that sweet and salty, and then on the back of your tongue, you almost get a little bit of that pepper kind of left over, but it's not spicy at all. So if you're afraid of getting it because you think, oh my gosh, it looks like
So
fiery Cheetos, like in fuego, it's really not, and it's and it actually doesn't leave all the, well, it does leave a little bit of red dust on your fingers.
Yeah, doubling down on that, so I would say all these flavors are very subtle. So, you know, the first taste, all I had was like literally popcorn salt flavor, and then everything happens on the back end. So, it's not super, these flavors, the chili, what is the sweet flavor? The chili,
It's like grape.
yeah, grape. The chili, the sweeter flavor. It's not super those flavors forward. Still pretty much popcorn, but it's a fun, like a bonus that you're getting these little extra flavors.
It tastes just like Trix cereal to me. I don't know if that's like a weird. I don't think Trix is supposed to taste like chili and
Chili
grape.
Quincy. Tricks are for kids. All right, we're headed back to Ronto for our next Eat Everything Galaxy's Edge. And we're gonna try there. We're gonna go back to Ronto Roasters for their lunchtime. We're starting to hit that lunchtime rush, and as you can see, it is pretty busy. This is where mobile ordering is really gonna come in handy. You can mobile order at all the places that we're going to today. Saka's, the Milk Stand, Ronto Roasters, and later on, Docking Bay 7.
We have our lunch here at Ronto Roasters. It's mostly beverages, but you know, that's what lunch is sometimes. Right here we have...
Liquid lunch. Liquid lunch.
You two are exactly who I would expect to chant that at me. So we have a regular Ronto wrap here. This is roasted pork, grilled pork sausage, peppercorn sauce, and tangy slaw and pita bread. These are Kirill pork rinds, which are pork rinds with a savory blend of ancho, chili, cheddar, smoke, and cinnamon. We have the Coruscant Cooler, which is Maker's Mark Bourbon, Luxardo Maraschino Liqueur, Carpano Antica Sweet Vermouth, cranberry, and lime juice. This is the Surly Sarlacc, which is Kettle One Botanical Grapefruit and Rose Vodka, Minute Maid Limeade, Raspberry, and Spicy Mango flavors. This is one of the Galaxy's Edge exclusive beers. This is the Transition Ale from Dogfish Head, Miami, Florida. It's a spiced wheat ale. And over here we have the non-alcoholic specialty beverage.
In a paper cup.
In a paper cup, because if you don't drink alcohol, you get a paper cup.
Literally what they're saying. Yep.
And this is the Tatooine Sunset, which is Gold Peak unsweetened tea and Minute Maid premium lemonade with melon and blueberry. I love this. I recommend it.
I'm almost angry at Disney. We're like
The paper cup?
for the paper cup.
You're very worked up about the paper cup.
Theming, it just takes me out of the Star Wars.
It really does take you out of the Star Wars. 'Cause it's like, and this.
And
It's just,
Star Wars.
everything looks so pretty.
And
except
this.
the paper cup.
All right, I'm starting with our Surly Sarlacc. This is my favorite of the cocktails in Galaxy's Edge. Very refreshing. I guess I should taste it before I describe it. Yeah, this is very tasty. To me, it kind of reminds me of, if you've ever had lychee, the flavor combination here kind of creates the same like sense as lychee does. So it's a very sweet, kind of mild sweetness to it. I don't taste a lot of grapefruit, which is great because I'm not big on grapefruit. And I will not call this spicy. There says it's spicy mango in it. This is not spicy at all.
And I have the Coruscant Cooler, that is a bourbon drink.
Because it's Coruscant cool.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah. It's a bourbon drink. It has maraschino liqueur. What gives it its color is the cranberry juice. So I'm a big whiskey drinker. That's my to-go of the alcoholic beverage spirits.
I need you to know this sage asked me, he was like, do you want the vodka or the whiskey drink? Which is very kind of him, but we both knew which way that was going.
I didn't know she was like doing like, I'm going hard today. I didn't know. So Coruscant Cooler. The thing when you're coming to Galaxy's Edge is that you're gonna have a lot of different, more, not exotic flavors, just like different tasting things that you wouldn't have before because you're supposed to be in a completely different planet. And this is not something I would typically put together, cranberry juice and lime, because it's just battling each other a little bit. It's not a very strong drink. If I'm going to get a bourbon drink, it's very light on the bourbon, so you can't really taste it a whole bunch. It's very cranberry, very lime forward. Not my favorite thing that I've had here in Galaxy's Edge, but it looks pretty. And if you're a cranberry and lime person, this is gonna speak to you on so many different levels. It's important to know that these drinks are pre-made. It's all one batch that they make at the beginning of the morning, and then that they divvy out throughout the rest of the day until they have to refill it. And it really could depend who made that batch that morning. But it is pre-made, and I'll see you at Tune In Lounge.
All right, so here we go with the Trandoshan Wheat Ale. This is out of Dogfish Brewery, which gets brewed down in Miami. This one specifically, it is a spiced wheat ale. This one is done with blood oranges, so you're gonna have a little bit of citrusy flavor to it here. Yeah, I love a good wheat beer. This one's got really good flavor to it. It's not overpoweringly sweet with the orange to it, but it does have a little sweetness to it. So know that when you're going in. Some wheat ales don't have that, but this is going to have a little sweetness to it. But it's very balanced. It's slightly on the heavier end. Wheat beers tend to be a little bit slightly. This is even slightly heavier than a typical wheat beer. It's going to pair really well with the wrap here, so I definitely suggest those beers.
This is the Tatooine Sunset, which is non-alcoholic, and I am usually incredibly anti non-alcoholic specialty beverages because usually they're just like a couple Powerades mixed with something else, and it's just not very exciting in Disney World. I love this drink, and I get this for myself regularly when I'm here for fun. Yeah, so it's super fruity. Most of the flavor I get, honestly, is just from the tea, but then you get sort of this like nice, pleasant like fruitiness on the aftertaste. It's definitely a sweet tea. If you don't like sweet tea, you're not gonna like this. But if you like sweet tea, if you like fruity teas, if you like getting Arnold Palmer's, he can't stop himself.
A sweet tea?
Oh my goodness. I think you should give it a try if you want something refreshing and exciting, but you're maybe not feeling alcohol. This has got you, even though it does come in a paper cup. Boo.
And now I have been given the honor of doing the the lunch Ronto wrap. I am hoping that this Ronto wrap, because we were such a fan of the peppercorn sauce for the breakfast one, but it didn't have any, I'm hoping that they were a little more generous for lunchtime because that makes sense for for the rest of the stuff that's on here, the slaw and everything that's on there. So we'll see what happens. Now what's interesting, I don't know what's happening, but this hot dog, this sausage, is better than the one from breakfast. And I wonder, because the char is on there a lot longer.
My theory with that
Please.
for you is that in the morning, it's all soft foods wrapped around the sausage. So the egg's soft, the cheese is soft, a little bit of the sauce. So you're getting the main texture you're gonna be getting in the morning is the sausage, the snap from the sausage. Here, that slaw is adding some texture, so you're getting some crunch in that mixed with the sausage. So you're not getting that. You're still getting the snap from the sausage, but you're not getting it by itself. So you mentally, when you're eating, it's not
so much sense.
what it is. You're getting a whole full crunch of everything together. So it might be. This is my theory.
No,
for you, it might be a little bit of both things. Now you're not thinking about the snap of the sausage. You're thinking the full texture of it.
I think that makes so much sense. It's the full package, not just the individual snap that each of the hot dogs are giving me. So it is, the slaw is really good. There is more peppercorn sauce on it this time, which gives it a little bit more of a kick. And I think the slaw kind of absorbs that peppercorn sauce. I know this is going to be controversial, and really people really love the breakfast Ronto wrap. I don't know, I'm a big fan of the lunch Ronto wrap.
I prefer the lunch.
You do?
I do.
Okay, a lot of people...
That's a hot take, you're right.
Yeah.
A lot of people prefer the breakfast. They're wrong.
A lot of people prefer the breakfast one. I prefer the lunch one. But then again, I'm more of I'm a lunch individual, a savory individual. But if I could bottle that peppercorn sauce, and I'd buy it. I'd totally buy it.
Just went to find out if you can get extra. You're like order.
Oh, is that where he went? Oh, that's funny. This just in. DFB Dustin asked for more peppercorn sauce, and they actually provide it. If you want, you can dip it in there, I assume, right?
I'm stopping you.
Dip it in, move it, slide it. Eat it with a spoon.
Slide it.
Put that thing down.
Flip it in reverse.
Flip it in reverse. I am going to do the pork rinds, which are the. I'm not good with space language, so the Kyle Real pork rinds, the chicharrones, if you will. So these are going to have a savory blend of ancho chili, cheddar, smoke, and like Sage said earlier, in space they like to do weird flavors all mixed together. So they're putting some cinnamon on here, which yes, I know cinnamon's used in like barbecue things when you're doing briskets and smoky things. Really good flavors. I love these. Super crunchy. Lots of flavor on these. The seasoning, they are not light on this. They put a lot on there. It's one of the few things I think in the parks for a snack that they do put a ton of seasoning on, so you can get a good flavor, because some things come across bland at times. So you gotta make sure everybody will eat it. These have good flavor. I think that they could be spicier. I think they could do a little bit more of the ancho chili.
Yeah, I like that.
That cinnamon is just a nice little base builder on there. The cheddar's okay, but I would love to have more spice, but it's a good balance, great snack. And what I am gonna do is do a little bit of this action since we did get some of that peppercorn sauce.
Yes.
You know? Oh yeah.
Is that everything?
Oh dude, that's so good. I'm gonna get one more thing to try.
If there's one thing to take away from this video, is that DFB Dustin and I are very good friends, because him going up there to add this peppercorn, to get extra peppercorn sauce to add to this Ronto wrap, it changes the game, like in a completely different level. It is so good. There's more of a kick. It adds up some. It takes up some of that dryness from the pita, because it is a lot of pita. It does take up some of that dryness. It's just so good. It changes the game. You can ask for more peppercorn sauce at Ronto Roasters. Come on now.
All right, so you know how I love to do a little mix and match. I wouldn't say it's a hack, but I do love a good crunch in my sandwich. I'm the kind of guy that puts potato chips on my pub sub when I need to.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take the pork rinds, wrap it around the sausage with that nice juicy roast pork and the extra peppercorn sauce, and just go to town.
How does he do it?
I love it. I just love being crazy.
That sounded amazing.
That's
I needed to know that.
That's really
crunch
good.
was like life changing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Crunch City, baby. That's good.
Crunch City, baby.
Crunch City.
I'm so excited. I think the thing that we've like actually taken away that like we can move forward with this statement forever and ever and ever is more peppercorn sauce, and just ask for it. Next up, the gauntlet.
The gauntlet. We've saved the hardest for last because we aren't the brightest.
Well, and also it's also the gauntlet because it's being guarded by stormtroopers.
That's a problem.
That's a problem.
Actually, wait, no, we're cool.
No,
We're for the order.
Yeah, they liked us.
They'll like us.
All right, so next up and biggest meal of the day, like we keep on saying, is going to be Docking Bay 7. Docking Bay 7 is going to have a little bit of everything. For you first orders, the resistance, even us scoundrels, we can find something here. Little healthy options, a little bit more savory options, great drinks. So here we go to end the day with the biggest meal, Docking Bay 7. Well, since we ordered all the food at Docking Bay 7, it's given us a few moments to kind of relax and trying to digest some of the snacks and drinks we've already had, do a little people watching at the Millennium Falcon, and also take time for a little bit of a photo shoot. As you see, Sage and Quincy taking full advantage of our time, getting some sweet pics in front of this Millennium Falcon is just a prime little tip for you to bring the family and friends over and have a good opportunity to make some memories.
There's a little bit of outdoor seating. It is partway shaded. I wouldn't say completely shaded, but found a pretty nice seat here for us to eat everything. And we'll be here for a bit, eating everything.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I honestly, we took a little break, so I could eat again.
Yeah, I can eat again.
A little photo shoot and then
Little photo time to eat.
And for lunch at Ronto Roasters, this isn't the only option either. There's a plant-based option as well, and you know what that means. Back over to you, Breedlove.
This is the Felucian kefta and hummus garden spread. It's plant-based meatballs, herb hummus, tomato, cucumber relish, and pita. I know I love the Felucian kefta. I don't think I'll be surprised by anything with this. I'm gonna get a bite with a little of everything here, and then put it on a pita. So this keeps it in the wrap family, really. I mean, we're not deviating too much at all. It's just different filling, and this is much more different than the first two with these plant-based meatballs and the hummus in there and the zucchini, and actually it really isn't that different because the chickpea is what hummus is made out of, and there's tomato. Wait a minute, they tricked me. You know you're good when you trick vegan about vegetables. They got me. All right, but let's give this a try. So good. It's got like a pesto taste to me. That's how I always describe it. The vegan meatballs are really nicely seasoned. I'm gonna try that just on my own right now. All the ingredients on their own are really delicious. I love mixing them and putting them on that really delicious fresh pita. Okay, we have one more thing to try. Angoan fruit with muja or muha sauce. And this is sticks of jicama, cucumber, pineapple, melon, and dragon fruit doused in a tamarind sauce and dusted with peppercorn ash. What will they think of next? The Angoan fruit with muja sauce. I don't love that. Let's try another piece. I'm not generally the biggest, is it Tejan fan? Tejan? Okay, the pineapple is my favorite. I think that's probably the most popular flavor combination with the Tejan and fruit. I think this is dragon fruit. That's not gonna be my number one pick. If you really love fruit with a spicy sauce or a vegetable, then I would recommend this to you, but pineapple's my favorite, watermelon's my second favorite, and then I just don't really like the other ones. If you don't try the Triple Suns wrap, I will be personally offended.
We're about to enjoy all of this food, but we're gonna do our best to kind of run through what this is. First things first, this is the Peka tuna poke, raw tuna tossed in spicy sriracha dressing, served with green papaya salad, pickled mushrooms, fresh herbs, and crispy garlic. Then we have the smoked Kadu pork ribs.
Dustin's meal.
Dustin's meal. I am gonna have some of it, by the way.
No,
it's all for you. Which is pork ribs brushed with tangy barbecue sauce and served with blueberry corn muffin and red cabbage slaw. And this is the hot chicken tip yip, crispy chicken glazed in a spicy chipotle sauce and served with white rice and a relish of sweet corn, shishito peppers, jicama, plantains, and cilantro. Then the roasted Andorian chicken salad, which is marinated chicken, mixed greens, shaved onions, and radish, grapes, tomato, and a cucumber, and a citrus pomegranate vinaigrette and spiced yogurt drizzle. This is the Batuan beef and crispy tapado stir fry, which is smoky braised beef glazed in a tamarind sauce, served with stir-fried mushrooms and vegetables, crispy herb yuca, pickled onions, and cilantro.
Yum.
Now we have these three things that we got on the kids menu. Ithorian pasta rings. So it's a plant-based meat marinara sauce and pasta with a side of roasted vegetables served with a choice of small, low-fat milk, which we didn't get, or a small Dasani, which we did get.
Whoa.
Stay hydrated, folks.
Stay hydrated. Tokadana veggie dippers. So it's black bean hummus, edible soil with nuts, chilled dipping vegetables, and multi-grain crisps with a side of ranch in quotation marks, by the way, served with a choice of low-fat small milk, or which we didn't get, or a small Dasani water, which we did get. Also on the kids' meal, it's a fried chicken tip yip youngling meal, which is a crispy chicken served with house-made macaroni and cheese and roasted vegetables, served with a choice of a small low-fat milk, which we didn't get, or a small Dasani water, which we did get.
Also, for the tip yip, you can also get an adult portion that is not the hot chicken tip yip. It's just the regular fried chicken tip yip. We just didn't want to add more food because I think this is going to cover it for us.
Yeah. And last on the food list, we got a dessert. Outpost Puff, with this, which is a chocolate pastry filled with guajillo chocolate mousse, finished with Thai tea panna cotta, spiced pineapple, and a confectionery debris.
For specialty drinks, we have one a cocktail here, which is the Takodana Quencher, Bacardi Dragonberry Rum, Blue Curacao, Simply Orange with pineapple and kiwi. They also have the Surly Sarlacc, but we of course got that at Ronto Roasters, so we don't need to get it here. Beer-wise, there's a different specialty beer. This is the Gold Squadron Lager from Blue Point Brewing Company, and it's a golden lager with lavender and lavender.
Lavender.
It's a golden lager with lavender.
It's more of a plum because that's the
It
other
is more
flavor
of a,
in the beer.
It is. It's a lavender and plum. And then we also have our non-alcoholic specialty beverage, which here is called Moof Juice, which is simply fruit punch, simply orange with pineapple and chipotle pineapple.
Again, do better, Disney, with the plastic, with the paper cups.
Sage is very upset about the paper cup. Yeah, I'm trying out the fish first because it's hot out here and we want to eat it before it gets nasty. It's poke style, meaning the tuna is raw. If you like that, this is an awesome option. This is like a shockingly spicy dish. The papaya salad is like really nice and kind of cuts through. The whole dish is very acidic, but in like a pleasant way. I'm actually like really surprised by this.
If it's good, it's good.
If it's good, it's good.
It's good, it's
and
good.
this is good. It's very light, but I feel like it would be super filling. It's a lot of protein still. So if you're against spicy, do not get this. If you're against raw fish, do not get this.
I'm still in the frame the entire time.
Yeah, what were you doing over there?
Careful
I'm just
of
gonna film
fish.
like this the rest of the video. Anyway, this is a winner for me, for sure.
I'm half in the sun, drinking stuff. So this is the Taco Donna Quencher. I actually really like this. I'm shocked. I'm not a huge fan of super duper fruity drinks, but this is it is fruity. You can taste the pineapple. You taste the orange. It tastes almost like a vacation drink, like a pina colada mix with like some orange, with like some citrus in it, which is really nice. Again, a lot of these flavors they're not like making them at the bar. A lot of them are pre-mixed, so most of the alcoholic drinks that you get are not going to be super alcohol forward. They're still very mixer fruit forward. But did you not like that?
What's the liquor in it?
Rum?
I do not like it.
You don't like it?
Yeah, but it's like very clear to me that there's something there that I don't like.
Okay.
Not that it's a bad
Kiwi?
drink.
Are you a kiwi? It's got
I like
in it.
kiwi. I think it might be the dragonberry.
Dragonberry.
Dragonberry rum is what they've got going here. I'm a fan of this more than I was the drink at Ronto Roasters.
All right, so I'm gonna take the NA version here of Moof Juice, which this is gonna be Simply, the brand Simply, not just Simply Fruit Punch and Simply Orange, but Simply branded fruit punch, orange juice with pineapple, and then a chipotle pineapple. So let's taste the, see if it's got a little spice to it. I get no chipotle at all. It's just a bunch of juices. Probably perfect for a kid that loves juice and something good. If you're an adult that just wants a bunch of juices thrown into a cup, this is it for you. I was really kind of excited about a little bit of that chipotle in the pineapple, a little spicy sweet juice, but just get a little hint, but I'm not even getting a little hint of it. So unfortunately, it's a no-go for me.
Sage is behind me.
I'm trying to get the shade. It's hot.
It's hot out here for a fish.
Why are we doing this?
Do you like it?
I really, really like this beer. It's definitely on the lighter side and super refreshing, which is great for the really hot days. Like, even though we have had this sitting for a minute and taking pictures, it's not the coolest anymore, then it's still like a really tasty, like refreshing beer, which obviously a lot of times when beer goes lukewarm, it's no longer a fun time for anyone. I can actually really taste the flavors of the lavender and the plum, but they're subtle. This is not a like fruity or floral beer by any like stretch of the imagination. It's just a nice light like golden lager with some really great notes in there. I think I have gotten this many times before and I will get it many times again.
All right, I have the hot chicken tip yip. Look at that, it glistens.
We call him Hot Chicken Starkey.
I'm gonna make you say that. I'm curious to see how, I love spicy things. I'm curious to see how spicy or hot this is. So here we go. That's really good.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Hey!
I'm a guy who likes spicy things, and I would definitely say, for example, my wife does not like spicy things, and I would tell her not to get this. Yeah, it is more on the spicy side than I typically would say Disney has on their menu. It's not hot that, wow, it burns my mouth, but there's still a good amount of flavor, but it is really good. And it's craveable, and the chicken is moist, it's tender. I would definitely get this again. I'm a big fan of Tip Yip in general.
We call him Tip Yip Starkey.
Overall, with this meal, just like Star Wars, I would say it has a lot of balance. The hot chicken turns up the heat. The white rice kind of levels it out, and the corn brings a sweetness to it. So overall, this is a really good dish, and I would get this again. I'm gonna crave this. 1,000% I'm gonna crave this.
All right, next up on the board is the Kadoo smoked pork ribs. I'm super stoked about these because if you guys know me, I love good barbecue, I love good meats. This has got a beautiful char on the outside. Looks like it's kicked a lot of good flavor and seasoning, so I'm super excited about it.
Tell it to me straight.
Oh my gosh, I keep on chewing. The seasoning caked on the outside of this thing is amazing. Almost a little bit too much salt, but not. Like it's like right there where I think it can get you, but man, this is super delicious. Lots of good flavor, just smacks you in the face, hits you in the tongue, and just makes you want to keep on coming back for more. It's not tough. It's got a good tenderness to it. It's not fall apart tender, but it is phenomenal. This is definitely a go-to for me. I highly suggest this. And if you want to pair it, it comes with a blueberry muffin, so I'm gonna get a little bit of barbecue and the blueberry muffin and kind of pair it up together to see how it tastes. It's perfect. Like seriously, I think it's perfect. And with sage, it is balanced. Another dish that is completely balanced, a little sweetness, a little spiciness, savoriness, saltiness. It is phenomenal. Ribs, go to.
Okay, I'm going with the chicken salad, which actually looks really amazing. There's like beautiful radish and grapes. I really love chicken salad with grapes. It's one of my favorite things. But this isn't like it's not like a chicken salad in that it's a chicken salad. It's a chicken salad in that it's a salad with chicken on it, if that makes sense. Salad, cheers. I really like this. So the chicken is a little like texture challenging. It's not like the most like clean pieces of white meat chicken. And for me, I can get a little like skeevy with chicken. Like sometimes weird textures in chicken like freaks me out.
What? Skeevy?
Skeevy.
Oh, I heard skeezy. I was like, you're a little skeezy with chicken.
You're a little skeevy with chicken. That's why they call you hot chicken. But the chicken is a little like, it's not the cleanest pieces of chicken. So if you're a little off put by like wonky chicken like I am, just be aware of that with this. It's something that
put off by wonky chicken.
That's fair. That's totally fair.
I need to stop being in your stuff.
You're just like here with me. We're reviewing the food. But the lettuce is really crisp. All the veggies in here are super crisp. I love these beautiful, I think these are watermelon radishes. They're so gorgeous. I love the grapes for like a pop of fruitiness in here. The dressing was a little bit like, it wasn't off-putting, I liked it, but it was like not what I was expecting because it's a pomegranate citrus vinaigrette, but it's clearly like more like dairy-based, like it's like ranch consistency. I really enjoy it. I think it helps give the salad a little bit more moisture when it needs it. My one complaint is that it's just not like the cleanest like cut pieces of chicken, but I'm just weird. So otherwise, I really like this, and like I'm weirdly impressed so far.
Yeah, with everything. So I've got the Batuan stir fried. I'm excited because everything we've been having so far has been really good, and this also, like the meat just alone, the presentation looks crispy. The crispy herb yuca kind of wedges, fries, they look like they have a nice texture. Actually, let's start with this. Yuca fries so good, crispy. It's got a nice flavor, nice seasoning. If you were to tell me that this was a big French fry or a yuca fry, I would not know the difference. Now, Chris, try this meat in here for the stir fry. Wow. This may be some of the best quick service food I've ever had.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I like recall, hello, hi, I'm here still. I recall not being that impressed.
Are we gonna
We are talking. I recall Docking Bay 7 not being my favorite, and I still think that it's not for everyone because it's a little bit more adventurous and it's a little bit more, it's not like theme park food, like in the way that I feel like a Ronto wrap might be theme park food. But the food has all been amazing so far.
It really has.
And it's such big portions and filling, and they have indoor seating in the AC. Like,
yeah, they've taken this kind of to another level. I have yet to have one thing that I haven't thoroughly enjoyed. So what I'm about to say about this, about the stir fry, is that the meat is tender. It literally melted in my mouth.
All right, so I'm gonna jump in with the fried Endorian chicken tip. Yep, we did the kids version. So the kids version is gonna come with the pasta rings, like the macaroni and cheese and broccoli. So, but it is just gonna be just the plain fried chicken, as you can see the top of my head there, the plain fried chicken. Fried chicken at Disney. The chicken nuggets and chicken strips are some of my favorite things at Disney. So this might make or break my 10 to 10 right now. We're good.
Okay, all right.
The batter is really flavorful, actually. I was surprised, and the chicken's still moist, so it's really good. I'm down for it. The cheesy pasta rings here, not disappointing.
Good.
So I'm good with that. I'm good with that. And the broccoli looks like it's got a little bit of seasoning and stuff on it, so I'm going for it. We're good. Rating's still good. That's not even seasoning. It's a little bit of char on that. Oh, that's really good. That's good.
and now I'm gonna have a plant-based kids meal that we grabbed. These are the Taco Donna veggie dippers. And this is gonna be like basically like hummus and stuff to dip in hummus. It's like those veggie platters you get from the grocery store, but better.
Is that crunchy?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it's soft bread.
It looks like soft bread. It's
at
crunchy
a glance,
bread.
and it's crunchy bread.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I am. I'm trying the plant-based ranch.
That's how people who eat ranch, that's what they sound like.
Are you not a ranch fan?
Oh, I love ranch.
Okay.
And that's what he sounds
So
like.
he knows.
I'm not sure that I would tell you this was plant-based. It's better than it's better to me than like Kin's Ranch, you know? It tastes like dairy. Maybe I'm like too easy on it.
Hey Craig, I know you're listening out there. I can do that ranch.
No!
I can do that ranch. I can do that ranch. I can do that ranch.
Yeah,
Coming
this is
soon to a theater near you.
I could do that ranch. This is honestly a really killer meal. I think you might have trouble getting most kids to eat it because it is like, you know, it's literally straight vegetables with hummus. So if you don't know that your kid likes that, please don't get this for them. They will not eat it and then they will probably throw a tantrum about it. If your kid does like veggies and hummus, get this for them. I think it's a pretty filling meal. For me, I don't know why I don't get this more often. Like, it's definitely not like a full portion for me if I'm having a really long day, but if I just need like a light meal, this is plenty.
So since we've ranked this meal so far up to this point a 10 out of 10, we like this place. If I'm gonna not sit down and eat at a restaurant in Hollywood Studios and I wanna do a quick service dinner in the AC inside, would that be a good option for like an appetizer?
Definitely.
Like a shareable appetizer?
Definitely.
I mean, the meals are of good size to them. You can definitely get full, but if you want to do and actually turn this into a meal, it's got cocktails or beer or soda
Use
or
this
whatever.
kids meal as a shareable appetizer.
Kids about shareable appetizer, and then pick your entree. I think it's a good,
It's a great
well-rounded
idea.
meal, and then you get dessert.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
This is the last of the kids menu that we got. It's the Arthurian pasta rings with, and it's plant-based. So the whole dish is plant-based. So there's a meat sauce on it. It's basically pasta and a marinara sauce, but it's all plant-based. Guys, this is the one thing that I have had that I would say, meh, it is pasta and marinara sauce. It's not like, I'm not gonna scream home about it. It's definitely good for picky eaters who doesn't want to try the hot chicken tip yip or the yuca fries and the stir fry. I understand. This is literally pasta and meat marinara sauce, but it happens to be plant-based.
As an adult, I'm not going to order it anyway, so therefore it's not going to change my opinion on how I feel about the full meal because I'm not going to get that. My kid would enjoy it, I think. They would.
Yes.
If you didn't tell them that it was plant-based, they would
They'd have
never
no
know.
idea.
So, Breedlove, you're inching me close. I'm never going to change completely. But I may change a little bit and try more plant-based stuff. But could it use more seasoning? Absolutely.
Yes.
But that's typically, I think, the opinion that we have across the board with most Disney meals that are counter service.
Right.
Except this one because, as Quincy said, this is more for the adventurous eater.
But if
right?
I'm going to compare kids meals, I'm gonna go for the the tip yip over the
Absolutely.
Marinara sauce that you could get anywhere.
Yes.
All right, we've got a dessert, and then we are done with Docking Bay 7.
All right, here we go. We're rounding out the meal with our Outpost Puff. So this is going to be the chocolate pastry filled with the gajillo chocolate mousse and the tidy panna cotta. And don't give me that look. Okay, the Thai tea panna cotta with the spiced pineapple. And this is a tree nut allergy-friendly dessert, but we're gonna jump right into our very melty dessert here because it is a million degrees outside of the gate. But we are going.
I can
full.
literally feel myself burn.
I'm melting. I'm melting like this dessert. Okay, here we go. All in. Oh my God, bro. Quincy,
Yeah?
this is delicious.
Really?
And the inside's still cool, even though it's hot out. And there's still it. My God, this is good.
I like doubt you. That's pretty good. It's like if chocolate pudding were extremely fancy and delicious. I mean,
Yeah.
chocolate pudding is delicious, but it's like a chocolate pudding where it's solid and fancy and delicious.
I mean, it's got the sweetness. It's got some spice to it. It's got enough texture where you're not just getting a whole bunch of mushiness.
I like the debris. The debris is interesting, which is like the green stuff around, which gives it that in-world theming. It's a nice added touch, but really, I'm impressed with honestly how long it's been out in the sun and how so cool it is, but how rich the chocolate is, and yet not overpowering my entire palate.
Desserts are also few and far between in Galaxy's Edge. So it's nice that this one that we did find is tasty.
The big thing for me, if I have something rich and chocolatey, I have to have a glass of milk. I've got Emma knows now, Fry knows it, and they're on the train with rich chocolate. Get that glass of milk.
So you're telling me?
I don't need it.
Oh, I was about to say we should have gotten the milk.
The Thai tea panna cotta comes in and cools this chocolate lava-y dessert. Like it is balanced, and the fruit, it's perfect. For me right now, this meal is amazing. I could eat here every time I come to studios. I'm a huge fan. So definitely try the dessert.
Surprising.
This meal is amazing. I could eat here every time I come to studios. I'm a huge fan. So definitely try the dessert.
Surprising.
The overall themes of today is 1, get more peppercorn sauce at Ronto Roasters, and 2, Docking Bay 7 has balance.
What you're paying here for these dishes compared to if you were at a restaurant down the street on iDrive or 192, you're paying between $13 and $19 a meal here. This rivals any dish that I would get at any commercial restaurant outside the park. So I feel like if you look at the price, you get a little sticker shock for counter service. This food is phenomenal. And I don't feel bad spending the money on the meal here at all.
Absolutely not.
I think there's been a little bit of like an improvement at Docking Bay 7. So if you haven't given it a try in a while and you're looking for something new to try, you don't have like an obvious pick, maybe give Docking Bay 7 a try, because we all really love this today. And there was something that each of us, I think, would pick again easily.
1,000%.
And maybe mine was the children's hummus. And maybe that's okay.
Ugh, that was all the food in Galaxy's Edge.
And I'm full. If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe.
And now go watch us eat everything in Fantasyland and Magic Kingdom. We'll see you there.
Bye.